regular language means I really don't care what his position is based upon his political motives.
Tell everybody how much you love ATN News Media Group.
ATN News Media Group. I love them because they got the message to sports Negro up in California for burning them darkies from under the bridge and sending them to Flint because nobody recognizes the dark man no more. They rather to burn them out and talk about NRA, Negro raggedy ass, and you ain't getting no.
Yes, I had a cocktail.
Good morning, family. Well, I come bearing bad news. Somebody sabotaged the interview. John is not coming on, but I'm gonna give you a show that this is unbecoming of Flint, real unbecoming. People are sabotaging these shows. Good morning, Salty Chef, Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney. Good morning, Meat Freak from Palaca, Florida, in the building. That's my brother Maurice. What it do? Asaya Quill, a.k.a. Mama Quill, good morning to you. Deborah Luna, good morning to you. Vicente Dave, morning, coming from the Big Easy. Francine Johnson, good morning. Michelle Smith, a.k.a. that's Ann in the building. Teresa, good morning. Angelita, morning. Taz Montana 313, that's T from the D. Good morning. Wanda Smith Carson Newborn, good morning to you. I ain't going. We going there today. All them who hated on this interview that was finna go down, I'm talking about you bad today. Georgia Boy, top of the morning to you. Renee Jackson, good morning. My sister tapping in from the shizzle, and that's the Chi-Town. Avis Hopkins, good morning. Michael B in the building. Rhonda Akins, good morning. S. Odell, good morning to you. Avis Hopkins, I'm going to say it twice. Good morning to you. Michael Clack, what up, my guy? What up, Clack? We got to get to work, baby. We got to get to work. We got stuff to do. I got to make more people mad and everything. Teresa, I'm going to say it again. Good morning to you. LaWanna Terry, good morning. Rodney Thomas, good brother. Morning to you and blessings to you, Queen, man. Let's see where we at. Well, Carolyn Hendricks, good morning to you. KC, I see you in the building, but y'all get that like up, man. Maybe if y'all would have been liking, we'd have got over 100 likes, 200 people, John might have showed up. I don't know. He said the bump ain't bumping. Since people been hating and everything. Marcia A. Tarver, good morning to you. Isaiah Thomas, good morning to you. Donnell Meredith, good morning. Just stay on. I ain't going. I always got something up my sleeve. Lawrence Burton, good morning to you. Keisha Denise, good morning. Come on, Sarah P, aka Simple Sammy 3, is in the building. Y'all don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not even mad. I was wondering, but we went through this with the Hasselbrink Center. People they get scared to come on 18. I don't know what it be. They just be, them phone calls get the call. You think the mayor called in? Don't go on 18. Rose C, good morning. Christopher Sims, good morning. Donnell Dumas, the only Dumas Winters like. And she probably gonna talk about that other Dumas, that other fella. Wife Runner, good morning to you. Now, y'all know the bumping now. I mean, but we got to get up. John don't want to come on to no 100 views because he got something to say. So I'm probably going to bring him in on the link and stuff. I said, Deborah O'Neill coming in from the 313. What up, dog? Elder Nicholas J. Gaddis, good morning. Aluna Calloway Lane, good morning. R. Murphy, good morning. Bonnie Vanner coming from the Big Easy. Good morning to you. Y'all know what it is. A lot of people mad at me right now. We're mad at somebody, but they take their frustration out on me. I think this probably going to be a show where I'm probably finna be dragged through Flint, but it's all right with me. No, I ain't got no money. It's just being truth. Like I said, I started this platform to make money and tell the truth. I ain't been making money, but it's been a whole lot of truth been coming out. Not to everybody liking. Andre Holland, good morning to you. Carol Kincaid, good morning to you. Oh, Mike, you like my new cap? Mike, I mean, I got stuff. I got little trinkets, you know. I'm going from $4 to $4,000. Good morning to the haters that's watching. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm doing something. I must be doing something right because you're watching me because I can't watch you. Tariq, you know them haters is watching about when I flip that camera on the other side. You know I had to warm y'all up. You know what I'm saying? I am the maestro. I am the MC, the master of the ceremony. That is who I am today. Call me MC Mick. For those who don't know, we will be bringing the guest on. You know, I had to wind it up for y'all. If y'all didn't think he wasn't going to come on, she's gone. You know, I ain't seen him scared yet. You know. Mr. Thomas, good morning to you. I said we gonna keep it going all the way to 25. I don't know. I mean, y'all didn't let me get in the door now. Y'all didn't let me get in the door now. Man, we see what Angelita said. I ain't gotta keep playing with y'all. That's for all the way where we touching. Just a little podcast. You know. Just a little podcast. We do what we do. We don't just hit South Jersey. You see us down in the Big Easy too. Don't be surprised we down in Florida. You see that bat signal? That's the bat signal right there. When you see that, you know we're gonna have a good time. Miss Gladys, good morning to you. I'm just waiting on them to tell me they ready to come on. And Winters was late, just to be honest. Was late, just late. They can't hear you. You're muted. I'm finna, and you know, I had to set it up, you know, because what it is.
I gotta set up my phone so I can see.
Well, it's finna go down.
You can see right there.
I was warming y'all.
If I can't see the stuff,
you know, we the most hated in the city. We the most hated, and so are you too. You most hated too. They don't like your ass neither, Johnson.
Yeah, well, that shit turns me on.
Understandable.
Right, that's why we get along.
You understand? Terry Nixon, good morning to you.
It makes me all fuzzy in the inside.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think
like
Flint Caskets, good morning to you. I know this. I know a lot of the people. It's just funny the people that don't like us do watch us.
It's beautiful.
I love it too. Maybe they know how to probably run their thing.
That's
Unapologetic.
Right.
Good morning to you. Good Primo. El Mundo.
Hey, Miss Gladys.
Good morning.
How's that shoulder, baby?
I'm waiting on she warming up. We warming the engines up. We've been warming the engines up, you know, ever since this interview was laid out. Tony Terry coming from Miami-Dade. That's the 305. I'm waiting on my brother. I ain't bringing y'all on to Michael Greenwood come on from Michael Cooley come on from Greenwood, Mississippi. That's the 662.
Okay.
Money over bullshit.
We'll wait for the 662.
And to my Mississippi family, tap on. I'm not bringing them on. Trevor Berry Hill. Uh-oh.
He's depressed. No, he here. Who's that said, if you're not hated, then you're not telling the truth.
And is. I love it.
Black was up early this morning for the show.
We finna get the rocking.
He almost ran into me.
I gotta
at the
go
light.
back and check and I'm waiting on my brother Marcus Fielder coming in from Fairfield, California. You know, we still got people from the West Coast that love us.
And Luna come on here this morning.
Vicente in the building. I'm looking for my people to come up on here.
Where my cousin Luna at? She on here. Teresa on here. Okay.
Andy
RJ.
Avis on here. I'm waiting. Yeah.
What about Mike? Mike Avery, he on here.
I'm waiting on him. Eddie Gray in the building.
Where King Rodney? He on here.
In the building.
Down there. That's the
in here. Yeah, I'm waiting on Michael Cooley because we finna bring it up. KZ114, good morning. Good morning. That's how we doing it over here. You know, we can't, Merc 76.
The council people, they're not going to say good morning this morning.
No, they're going to watch it afterwards.
No, they watching now. They want to see this in live. They don't want. And any other politician in the city of Flint.
You can't say the R word and the C word. I forgot. YouTube will do it because people want us they want us to take off of YouTube. We got to be careful on some of the words that we're seeing. We got to be, you can't say a lot of things. We get it. We're gonna watch it. Y'all know y'all not muted now. I'm just saying certain things you can and do. Woodrow then tap back in.
You know me. You got to tell me and John because we be them messed up in the first 30 seconds.
That's what I'm telling y'all now because
we don't know what the R and the C word is. Can we go into executive session real quick?
You know what? I'm gonna do it better for you. Since the great person that the winner put Carla Treese, put that on in the chat. You can put it in the chat for Winters and they can understand. We're gonna have to go in executive session because I knew y'all would. Hey, sometime Woodrow, you coming?
I did not run the red light, Clay.
William,
quit snitching, man. Just quit snitching.
Anderson in the building. I'm looking. Tay and tapped in.
You're gonna be the state rep in 26. You can't be snitching.
God damn it, he didn't bring it. He didn't. That's time to bring him on. My
all right.
They didn't tap in.
Oh, because somebody texted me. They probably texted me what not to say.
Alan Light in the building.
Trevor
Linda
said
Chilton,
it.
good morning. You can't say the N word. You can't say Trevor.
Trevor just texted me. I just showed y'all.
Gotta put the super chat.
What up, Biz? But them shocks ain't busted because you be sending us the money to get them shocks fixed every day.
No name. Good morning. No name in the building.
What's up, Big Daddy? That's Big Daddy. Big Daddy, no name.
Don't give us a prayer,
with some tithes and offering attached to it.
Just put a prayer together for us.
We need to, God, you gotta
what's the name after the show? Okay, Juju in the building.
Elder Gaddis.
Teresa. I'm finna bring y'all on with the super sticker with the fire. Let me bring y'all on. They don't want to see me no more.
Teresa, is this our Friday? Just our Friday before Christmas. Twas the Friday before Christmas, and all through the house.
I might have to close this window too that I'm by.
Not a creature was walking, not even a mouse.
I will not. Not say
I'm from Bedrock. I'm from Bedrock. I'm from Bedrock. I'm from Bedrock.
In the building. Yeah, I will not.
That's my stuff.
Now you're bumping.
I've been bumping.
Good
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I said good morning. I said it. I wasn't in no name.
I can't take no more.
I just said good morning.
Do it right.
No name. See? And he over there laughing too.
Good morning.
And where T from the D? Is she on here? What up though? That's what you got to tell the people from Detroit. What up though? What up though? Why do y'all say what up though? I like it.
My Muslim
what up
though? He in the building. He come on here and cut up every day. Only when he taps.
So he said he gonna be. We know we about to have 37 lives. They all gonna come on at 11:30 today. Y'all listen.
Can't show up for court, but they can.
Wait, see you go here. You starting already. Listen, let me get my pleasantries out.
Get them out.
First of all, shout out to ATN News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world. You know, we call him Spacely Sprockets around here because sometimes he flies off his little hot rocket. But today, we're just going to call him MC Mick. That's all he wants.
Ceremony.
That's it. He's the MC. We got a program put together and everything for you today.
Indeed.
And today, our guest speaker will be the Reverend Dr. John Groff. From the Lento law firm.
If Adele can be a doctor, I can be anything.
You can be anything. You're right. You're right. You can be anything.
Yeah.
You can be anything. And here we is in 2024, at the end of 2024, to say the least, in December 2024. First of all, listen, we have received no money for this show.
But we'll be looking for it.
Look, he see me looking. He see me looking at him. We have received no money for this show.
Hold on, let's cut that off. Hold on. Will not be nothing shown on the camera.
Okay, what am I gonna do with this?
Go buy some cup of coffee. Okay. Now you got money for the show. Now people can talk. They get $20.
They get $10. This.
I feel cheap.
Well, so today's the day of reckoning. You know.
Well,
It wasn't all that good.
Here we go. Now they're going
it
another
was her that
clip.
took the pay.
I do not take anything for this.
Listen, y'all.
But for real,
Man.
he wasn't paid to come on here. But A10, listen. The way we started out and the way we
Look,
are
Trevor said
now.
he'll give you 20. I advanced it for you, Trevor. She got it already.
Thank you. Listen, y'all. Listen. The Lento law firm, including John Groff, Joseph Lentos. It's my favorite. John. This is Joseph with the beautiful black hair, the Italian. Joseph is my favorite. But he my homie. He my homie right here. And you laid it out for A10. You let man
is just writing themselves right now. What you just did?
What?
Them podcasts is finna slander us.
Oh, they about to slander us again.
What
That's
you
okay.
just did is
That's
go ahead
okay.
and write the
He
story.
laid it out for A10. The red carpet. I mean,
Indeed.
private jets, private cars, private everything. We just private.
That's why she got her $20.
And we thank him for that. The only thing we didn't like was y'all Philly cheesesteaks because they
Don't even try.
that special sauce is cheese whiz.
Don't
Big
even-
John said, well,
No,
I'll
no.
do Philly cheesesteaks any day. Any day. Ain't that right, Flint in Detroit? Detroit roll with us when we
That's
so
what you think.
Detroit do roll with us. So listen, y'all. Good morning to everybody. We on here today because John Lento is really at the center of a lot of shit that's going on here in the city of Flint. And he is the man that can break it down better than I can. He told me some things that's even shocked me. I'm gonna throw some things out there. I want him to grab onto them.
Hurry up.
John said that they still got cases going on for Eric Mays that he's still paying for. John said that they have won cases. I mean, we heard a lady even say that they ain't lost a case for her in 26 years. So I think it's just the Flint, Michigan thing that they got it out for the Lento Law Group. Because, the state didn't like Eric Mays. You know how all of that goes. Then we get to Mrs. Beverly Biggs. An election that don't count. But if they person would have won, it would have count. Like, John, tell me about this court stuff and what's going on with all of that.
You took me off my program.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
We got to start off soft, and then we're going, before we jump in the deep end.
Okay.
Let me get my feet wet.
All right.
Before you start drowning, folks.
All right. So we have court cases still pending. We have not lost a court case, contrary to what people want to put out there on the street. If we lost on a low level, on a district court or circuit court, best believe it's in the Michigan Court of Appeals. And if it's not there, it's at the Michigan Supreme Court. So we never give up. We never give up. And if we have to take it to the United States Supreme Court, do that too. Larry Katz, I think you guys met Larry Katz. Larry Katz has been to the United States Supreme Court 4 times in his career. Most attorneys never make it there once.
Mm-hmm.
He's argued, he's won, and he's on most of these cases right now because they need to leave the state of Michigan because this is probably one of the most corrupt counties I've came into. But what county isn't corrupt? It's just the level of corruption, and we'll get into that in a minute. But, I'm glad before I hit my flight going home that I had the opportunity, and and anybody knows me knows that I'm not up this early. So, but I was here before Winters, I could tell you that.
Just a couple minutes?
No, about 15 minutes.
I was going to be on time, and you the one called me last night. He did.
So why are you telling my secrets?
Well,
One of the 20 be quiet.
Well, I got certain friends that I talk to. So I talked to you last night, so it is what it is. I don't care.
I'm glad it was it enjoyable for you?
As long as you finished strong. I'm just messing with it. That's gonna be clip too, Mickey.
So I'm glad that that you guys came over to New Jersey, unlike Liddell's misinformation that she usually gives. It's not Philadelphia. We went over.
It was in Philly.
We went over there to sightsee, but we were not in Philly where we were staying.
Oh, I didn't know where we was
And
at.
where the party was, we were not in Philly.
I was in New York.
And I would have invited her, but they didn't have a cattle car.
Ooh, John, that was
So-
some shade, baby. But I like it.
Oh, okay. I've actually would have invited all of them, but I have my own reasons for each one not inviting them.
Well, they show was watching it because I think they was pissed because they wasn't invited because Liddell said something and her friend that was president of the Cyrus Park Association said something.
Oh, what
about
a
the
sight that
stalemate.
was on Monday. Oh my God. What was that?
She looked just like that lady from Norbit. But anyway,
I could tell they shop for their wigs at the same place.
They said that she didn't have hers on.
Oh,
Okay.
they
But
kind of look like Liddell's though.
they do.
Liddell should have had some better horsehair though. As much money she's stealing from the city.
Well, she's not. We told you them as Timu wigs now.
I'm going to send her a couple links to her city website so that way maybe she could shop a little bit better because they some hideous wigs.
She don't know what to do.
No.
We're just gonna leave that over there.
Okay.
But she did talk about you. She made a whole post about you. Did you see her post that she made about you?
You know what? I've been in Flint since 2014, and that's the first time somebody's done that. I'm actually honored.
Really? We get dry asses get dragged every day.
Me never. I never get put anybody's video, and I want to thank you to Flint Politics for so graciously reposting that. I want to thank you to Liddell Lewis for reposting that. Although I really wish she would have got the story straight. We'll get into that in a little while. But she needed a new wig. I mean, that's all I gotta say. And
That's all you gonna say about her?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna come back to her.
And I'm going to get listen. In January, I'm going to go get this because I have thyroid issues, so I'm going to go get this tucked. I'm gonna see what they could do for her.
Take me with you, and I'll come back and give me a BBL.
Oh,
okay. So, John,
you don't need one of them.
Thank you, babe. Listen, it's a dead cat on the line somewhere, especially with these recalls. I don't want to put you in a tough situation, but we got recalls that's going through on people that they shouldn't go through on. We got recalls not going through on people that they should go on. I don't know what's going on with this recall situation, but I'm hearing that some recalls didn't go through and people not showing up for when was court for the recall?
Today, yeah. People didn't show up. On my phone starting already. Okay.
The phone starting already.
Yeah.
So
shut up, John. Don't talk.
They had court today for the recalls.
Yes.
For Mayor Neely.
Failed.
They failed.
Yes.
In your opinion, why?
Because whoever rating them really doesn't have the knowledge or the experience to write them because obviously something's wrong.
Okay.
Obviously something's wrong. How do you recall somebody 3 times? I think it was, wasn't it? Or twice? It was 2 or 3 times. I don't know.
It's like they had 9 in or 7 the first time, and
it was more than one.
Right, it was a bunch of them.
And put your mind to it. Get it through. But then again, if you follow the paper trail.
Oh shit. You gonna say what I'm about to say. Let me say it. Because they gonna be mad at me anyway. So let me say it. Cause my word on the street be 99.99999. I ain't gonna put you in it. You don't have to say it if you don't want to. Now, this may be a shocker to some of y'all. It may not be a shocker because we know, like Judy, I'm sure wrote the recall for her sister to turn in.
Yeah.
Okay, so
QuickBooks Judy. Huh? QuickBooks Judy. That's only how she QuickBooks Judy.
So I heard Tanya wrote the recalls.
I ain't talking about her titties. I talk about QuickBooks, Judy.
QuickBooks, their tax.
Bev can handle the other one.
I heard Tanya wrote the recalls for Neely. Did you hear that?
I don't know that to be true or not true.
So you can't confirm or deny.
Correct. I don't know.
Okay. So, but the recalls were not, they failed, and the people that were supposed to turn them in didn't show up for court today either.
That's the word I'm getting.
That's the
of
word
5
that
minutes
you
ago, yeah.
That's 5 minutes ago.
It's sad. It's always a sad day in Flint, but it's a sad day in Flint when you have what is supposed to be solidarity, which let's talk about that solidarity in a little while, about how you can't, you know what? I wrote something yesterday and I thought I was pretty good, you know.
You wrote this?
Yeah, I wrote this. I said, 'tis the season to be jolly, and no, it's not a silent night. We're going to be rocking around the Christmas tree today. And Rudolph is definitely not leading that council because it's dysfunctional. So that leads me into what this is all about. So I know there's copyright infringements and stuff like that, especially with YouTube. And I wanted you to play it when all this was happening the next day after that council meeting, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Can you just give me a verse of the smile on your face, please? Can you sing that for me?
Smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers.
All right, that's enough. You guys get the point. You know,
Come on, my damn show tell me I can't sing, but keep going, John.
I told you couldn't sit here too and see what you said.
You know what? We're gonna continue this show before I will throw you out.
But then Mickey told her to put her coat in the back, and she did that too. I'm just saying, she's very submissive today.
I've been submissive today.
Yes.
I've been submissive today.
So my whole thing is this.
James said he heard it too. He heard that a certain council person wrote them damn recalls, then none of them go through.
So
I ain't making up shit, and I ain't trying to make nobody look bad.
I'm not trying to make anybody look bad either, but I'm going to.
Okay.
You know, people that know me that I say like it is. You either like it, you don't like it. You're either friends with me, you're not friends with me.
These your
Either
friends.
No, well, you know what? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what these are. And I'll read some stuff that'll blow your mind, you know, in a minute. But, you know, the bottom line is this. Anybody that knows me knows that I will go to bat for you if I believe in what you're doing.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I will spend money for your cause.
Yeah.
And I will do what I have to do to help you out.
Yeah.
But some people take advantage of that.
And I told you they would. Didn't I tell you that?
You did. You actually did
a
couple of months ago, actually.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes it takes somebody to smack the shit out of you for you to open your eyes and say,
thank you for that. The out of towners roll with A10 News Media.
You know what? And let me just say this to you. Let me just say this to the chat.
Will
Socrates.
So I like that name too. But let me just say this to you. You know, it costs money to run this show. It costs money to do anything, regardless if it's a free internet. You know, you still got to pay for the internet. You got to pay for the equipment. You got to pay for the cameras. You got to pay for lighting. You got to pay for rent. You got to pay for everything. Yeah. If everybody that watched this show on a daily basis gave $1 a day, guess what?
We would be rolling.
This would be in a better position to give you the real news, because me dealing with Flint, you know, all the news stations with Eric Mays and with, you know, some of the cases we're doing, Beverly Biggs, I could tell you they all full of shit. The only one that might have a little bit of, you know, neutralism in there, and that's 5. But I can tell you that what I hear from here, being on the other side as well, the shit comes out real here. And it's probably your only real news media outlet in this entire county. So they need to be funded. And I'm not here, you know, pushing them, you know, I'm really not. But it just hit me when I saw somebody donate earlier. I'm saying, wait a minute, if everybody gave $1, That'd be $250, $300 a day. That would keep the lights on. So you guys need to really consider giving $1 a day. Everybody $1 a day. Of course, they'll take $500 a day.
Thank you, Tony Terry.
But they
Thank
definitely, they definitely need to be funded. Let's get back to the nitty gritty. Let's start
Let's get
rocking
back.
around the Christmas tree. I'm gonna roll today with these songs, and I don't even know what half these
You want
songs
me
even
to
say.
sing when you sing it?
No. You don't need all that. Just know that I'm in a Christmas spirit right now. So
Well, let's give out some gifts then, baby. Who's the first person we're gonna give a gift to?
let's go right down to council.
Okay.
But you know what? Let me talk about Mayor Neely.
Oh shit. Well, let's start at the top. That Avis Hopkins, thank you, baby, for the super sticker.
Let's talk about Sheldon Neely. What my opinion of Sheldon was based off of one side's opinion. And although I don't like to do too many, oh look, Mr. Dumas gave some stuff.
Darnell Dumas.
Thank you, because let me tell you something. Whoever AC is to you wouldn't have gave a damn dime. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Darnell Meredith, thank you.
Too.
We don't want to we want to show y'all the love, but I'm trying to let him get out his gifts, y'all. Let this man get out these wonderful gifts.
If they giving, they're giving. See,
Brother B, we love you, Brother B. Thank you. $2 challenge for the chat.
Let's make this a telethon. Come on, I want to see all of these chats. More. Come on, telethons. Let's go.
Right.
$1, $2,
Y'all see
$3,
that?
$5. Let's go.
There go our other partner right there. Trevor said, y'all, he appreciate every one of y'all too.
So, getting back to see, this is too much for me watching that channel.
Quit watching the TV. That's why I can't watch it.
Oh, what has to happen is that camera has to be under that TV. Then it'll be all right.
Oh, it's gonna be changed around.
Yeah, we're about to do something.
Yeah, because it's kind of
We've been saving our money.
Anyway. So let's talk about Sheldon Neely. I had an opinion of Sheldon Neely, and it was always negative. And the opinion that I had of Sheldon Neely was based off of Eric Mays and the fabulous 4 council people that are what she's saying. We'll get to that in a few minutes. But, Sheldon's actually brilliant. And I'll tell you why he's brilliant. Do I like all his policies? No. Do I like some of them? Yeah. I mean, it's just like any other politician. You like some, you lose some. But his crew.
Yep. I feel okay. I had to see where he was going.
His crew.
It's $5 chat. Marcia Tarver with the $2.
Thank you, Marcia. Thanks, James Cochran. Thank you, baby.
Now you sound okay. Well, I'm seeing where you're going with this.
Yeah, me and Mickey had to see where you was going with that, but that's what Mickey was saying.
This is the only nice thing I'm going to say about anybody. But, Sheldon's brilliant because you know what? You know the words that everybody says, we want to stand on business. We want to stand on business. But his people are standing on business. They ain't budging.
Nope.
They saying Kerry Nelson every time somebody asks them.
Kerry Nelson.
They weren't tricked, according to some council people, to say AC Dumas or Beverly Biggs,
Charlie Brown,
Michael
Jackson.
Shit, you might as well just Dennis Pfeiffer should have just said John Groff. I mean, we'll get to him in a minute. Because I lost a lot of respect.
Elder J. Nichols,
Elder Gaddis, thank you, baby.
For the 20. Thank you, brother.
So I'm sitting there, and it took me that night how pissed off I was to see the weakness in the 4 that just held 2 of them just held the press conference the week prior, and they made statements that they didn't keep.
And John, I want the people to know you're not just coming on here talking about them. You done had conversations with these people.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so this ain't nothing. I'm just using your platform to dig at them. You didn't talk to them. The same thing you saying here, you didn't say it to them. I know it. I just want the public to know.
Yes, I talked to them. Beverly Biggs talked to them. When we get to Jonathan Jarrett, Papa Jarrett, made some comments. And I'm like Papa Jared, guys. I don't take no shit. I'm gonna tell you like it is. Either like it or you don't like it, but I'm gonna tell you like it is. Nephew or no nephew. Speaking of, and you guys are getting me off my subject, but
I ain't going. Thanks for the
speaking of
$2.
Christmas holiday, you know, you have the Nutcracker. Well, Jonathan Jarrett's wife is his Nutcracker. She got his balls in her hand. And
She
controlling that.
should. She should.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Okay, but it's for the worst. But anyway, sorry, Miss Jarrett. Sorry,
Well,
Miss
she
Jarrett.
should control.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Strong
wouldn't say
woman.
that. I wouldn't say that. Anyway,
Strong woman.
so getting back to Sheldon Neely, I have a lot of respect for him, and I gained the respect because of what Eric Mays used to always tell me, and he told me, "Your enemy today is not really your enemy. They will eventually make you see why they're doing certain things." And that came from Eric Mays. And for those of you out there that know me, I was very close to Eric, not only working with him on his legal team, but also traveling the country with Eric, spending countless hours on planes with Eric and walking in crowds with Eric and talking to people. So I respect a lot of stuff that Eric has said. He could be a little bit much too, but he was for his people. He was always for his people.
Yeah.
And when he corralled his people respected what he had to say because of his experience. Regardless of, this problem, that problem, this problem, he was always for his people. And I respect that. And, looking at Sheldon Neely, looking at what Eric told me and seeing what happened on that Monday.
You seen the same thing too.
After everybody left me on Sunday, okay, in a totally different jolly festive activity.
Baby, we left that Monday and that was Monday night. It wasn't
Oh,
even
it was
24
Monday, you're right.
hours.
It
Yeah.
was Monday.
Thank you, Deborah Luna, with the $5.
It was Monday.
It wasn't even 24 hours.
So we'll get to that in a minute. So I just want to say that, again, everybody on A10 can have its opinion about Sheldon, one way or the other. But what you do know is that Sheldon is how to play the political game.
We always said that.
And Sheldon should be respected for what he does and should be respected on how he corralled his team, and his team did not flicker.
Yeah, we give him props for that too.
There wasn't no ballast that was flickering a little bit. No. This shit was a brand new ballast that was standing on business.
I told y'all yesterday, Carrie Nelson. Whatever, Carrie Nelson. Carrie Nelson. She said Art Woodson one time, which I don't like when they play because that's playing in my face.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, Liddell said Art Woodson one time.
Oh, my bad, because that's not what I got text last night. So let me just figure this out. So now let's go to, and we might come back to Sheldon, but Sheldon, props to you because you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing with the wrong people, but you're doing the right thing. Let's talk about Leon Alameen.
Okay, let's start at Ward 1.
I mean, I don't really know too much about him.
I'm taking notes.
What I don't like about Leon is that he's a yes person for Liddell.
You know this to be true. Well, that's just your opinion.
I'm watching it.
Okay.
I watch the same shit you watch every day.
Okay.
Whether it's there or not.
Did you talk to a lot of people? So I didn't know if you didn't have conversations with him or not.
No. And that's the only really bad thing I know about him other than what you saw on video.
Okay.
That was put out there by, whoever. So Leon, until next year, you got a little pass from me. Now, Liddell, we don't have enough time, but I'm going to point out some different things on Liddell that I don't like. To be in leadership, which she interprets that role wrong, according to the charter. Do we have a lectern here?
No, we got no lectern.
Oh, we don't know lectern.
Got no lectern.
Got a mic.
Got a mic, and guess what?
Microphone.
She can't tell me. That's my first warning.
So okay. So you
Because
can
I'll be
say what
throwing
you
out
want
every
to say.
meeting. That's why I don't get up there and talk. And you guys know my mouth. But let's talk about Liddell. Everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. And, you know, I don't really pay attention to her too much because she talks a whole lot of bullshit and really doesn't say anything of substance other than trying to give her a sense of authority. You know, I don't know what's going on in her household, but there's a reason the president became a president of the nonprofit that she's funneling thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars through. See, what she doesn't realize is all that shit's registered with the federal government. And her husband can't get her out of that. And she's not that intelligent to be able to cover that paper trail up like she should. Just because you name somebody. Woodson was right for one thing. He said, you know, can't cover that up. And he's right. Once you do all of that, unless you shut the bank account down and reopen up, your name is on that bank account. Okay. The federal government want to know where that money's going and where that money's coming from. I promise you one thing, they're not doing the proper reports for the nonprofit. I have a nonprofit. Okay.
Damn,
And
who
those
don't
reports
have
are,
one?
huh?
Oh, us.
I don't have a nonprofit here.
No, I'm just saying who don't have none. We don't have one here.
Well, one thing's for sure, those nonprofits, they can put your ass in jail. So she better watch it because if Art really wants to get her, and evidently he doesn't because I don't think he showed up for the hearing today, that for the recalls he put on, which is disappointing because I was going to put my resources behind the Art.
I thought our putting in the recalls against Neely.
No,
Right?
it was against Liddell.
It was against the deal. He didn't go live this morning. He wasn't down there.
No, he'll be live at 11 o'clock. Like I tell you every time I'm on this show, 11 o'clock. He'll be live.
Damn, I can't believe he didn't show up.
So, but I'm derailed again. Art did say one thing, and he was right on that. And if Art really wants to get her, call me, Art. I don't gotta like you. We can work towards the same goal. But that's it.
What kind of peanut butter jelly and shit is this?
So yeah. So none of the recalls went through. Judy's recall didn't go through. Neely's recall didn't go through, and neither did Art. Neither did Liddell's.
But you saying if he's serious, you will fund it.
I would put my resources behind Art, you know, and give him the information he needs, the help he needs, the money, whatever it is. Because quite frankly, I think Liddell is such a opportunist. Mickey, you living rent free in her head for real. I remember one meeting I was at, she gave you a warning, and guess what? You weren't even in the room. You weren't even in the hallway. You were just coming in from the bathroom.
Yep, he was.
No, I was in the hallway.
But you was just coming from the bathroom.
And he was like, "Oh,
You got your first
county,
warning.
right,
You
yeah.
was in the bathroom. You didn't even know.
yeah." And I'm looking at her like, "What?" And I'm thinking, "Wait, is there another Mickey Jordan?"
Mm-mm.
And then when he came in and said, "What?" I was in the hallway. You know, I heard my name. Oh, Mr. Jordan, I'm sorry. I thought it was you. No, you wanted to be him, baby.
How she sounded?
Oh, Mr. Wilson, I apologize. I thought it was you. No, baby, you wanted to be him. You really did. She misconstrued the whole acknowledgement of appreciation that we gave to Councilwoman Burns, Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter, Councilman Dennis Pfeiffer, and Councilman Jonathan Jarrett. It was a waste of money, but shit, you know, you got to pay money to find out the truth. What was said was that because of their solidarity, the city of Flint is at a stalemate, and that stalemate was appreciated because they all have the same values and the same, you know, thought process and the same vision for the city, that we thought they should be acknowledged. We didn't know 48 hours later they were going to all crack and be like, you know, I mean, maybe Neely is better than what we think. Maybe there's something going on. And I was about to say what I think was saying, but you know, it is what it is. You know, some people have aspirations of state senator and mayor and and all of this other stuff. You guys ain't gonna get there doing this type of shit.
Let's talk when you going down the wars. I know you looking at me like, damn it, before you lose your thought. Do you know of at War 1 or 2 having future political inspirations? Have you heard?
I haven't heard either one of them. You know, I could tell you that if Eric had to replace himself with somebody, it would not have been Alameen.
Hell, we know that.
Again, I don't know him personally. I won't talk ill about him. I just tell you what I see and what I understand. Liddell, I know personally because she likes to bump into me every time she walks past me. It's like, you know, when you're walking around, you know, like and you're, you know, I used to work with my uncle on thoroughbreds and horses and shit.
Mhm.
And you know, when you're grooming them, they like to, like, you know, move like that. That's what she does when she walks past you. She moves that big ass body of hers. And you know, our Woodson and RL say it the best, moose, because she really does look like a moose. You ever see her with the hair and everything?
I don't like to look at her like that.
You should get a
I look
picture of her
past
and then put a moose and see if it fits, because it kind of does if you really look at it.
She ugly enough.
You got a point there. But Liddell, baby,
she's not gonna make. Do you agree that she cost nearly his run for Congress when she wanted to fight Dennis Art? And okay,
yes, I agree that, and but I don't know. I don't know if Neely sees it that way. She is definitely a puppet for him, which, you know, hey, you know, I would like to have a few puppets too.
Okay.
And I wouldn't mind a few puppets. So again, kudos to Neely for, as RL said, it putting your hand up her ass and pulling the strings. Liddell, you're just pathetic, you know, and I'm not going to sit here and start screaming like people do at the council meetings and all of that stuff. I'm just not going to do it, because you know deep down inside that you're just pathetic. You know, when you talk about saying the prayer and all that, you need to find the Lord, because you're the fucking devil. Straight up. We may come back to Liddell, but let's go to Judy.
Okay, yeah, War 3 is empty. Okay. Now we're on War 4. I'm writing them down.
Yeah.
We keeping up with 3.
I don't know where the Fourth Ward found Judy. Okay, she looked like she got drug out of. Remember Oscar the Grouch, where they had that trash can?
They took the lid off and he came out.
She came out. I think she came out with them.
Lord, with some cats.
Yeah, meow meow.
I would love to put Gingy and Chuck on her ass. They probably wouldn't even touch her.
They would run from her.
They wouldn't even touch her. They need to bite the shit out of it.
My bunkies are too cute and too clean, and they smell good.
Too cute, and yes, that's fact.
You know, she took offense to Beverly buying her that bra, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
It was a good bra.
It was a good bra. You could have picked it up. She also told you, she talked to the people where she bought it, that if it didn't fit, then you can go back there and get it, you know, exchanged. Come on, Judy. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, baby. Now, as far as finances, I don't know how a finance chair passed a budget that they ain't never seen, or that wasn't balanced. Hell, QuickBooks could have done that for you.
Eric May said that they never passed a balanced budget. So I know he told you that too. So you know that this budget wasn't balanced.
Right. And that's because there's a bad finance chair. Now, quite frankly, the only, you know, good thing at this point I want to say about Jared and Dennis is they would be doing a 500% better job.
Good brother Marcus
Fielder, $49.99. Thank you, baby.
That's right. Keep sending them in. Maybe I'll get a job.
Maybe.
Keep send them in, baby. Send them in. Send them in.
Thank y'all.
Let's make our goal
2 million.
Yep. She's
So
on
let's
the-
get to Mickey. He's a little unrealistic.
She's on the Genesee County Republican Executive Committee and is as corrupt as I've ever seen. That's what Miss Gladys said.
Yeah, well, one thing's for sure is she ain't a Republican. I'm a Republican. Okay, she's not a Republican. If she was back there in New Jersey, we'll throw her ass out of that committee in a heartbeat. She just doesn't have the ideas of a Republican. She doesn't have the demeanor as a Republican, and she damn sure don't look like a Republican. She looks like a libertarian.
You son, that's the same thing Miss Gladys told her.
I mean, did she?
Miss Gladys got up there and said, "You heard, you's not nothing but you's just a rhino. You's not anything." And she had Miss Gladys thrown out the damn Republican meeting. What Miss Gladys said? Miss Gladys said, "I'm a Republican."
Right. And I had Eric at Republican meetings. And I'll tell you right now, Eric had a conversation with Councilman Van Drew and told Van Drew, I've been a lifelong Democrat, but the way these people are handling Flint, I might just have to flip to Republican.
That's that picture he took with that man. It looked like I was in the Hamptons or something with that white.
That was actually my neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, we were at a meeting in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah. And Eric was accepted. You know, he was a Republican. I mean, he was a Democrat. Eric was accepted, embraced. Everybody loved him. He took pictures with the Democratic chair and the Republican chair. And all of this stuff. It was invited to Van Drew's house. Congressman Van Drew's
was intelligent.
Right.
He was very intelligent.
Right. Eric can hold the conversation, unlike Judy. Again, Judy's another puppet with her hand up his hand up her ass. Again, nothing against Neely because Neely's doing the right thing. He's politicking, which is what the other four don't know how to do. They don't know how to politic.
You done with 4?
Should I be? All right, I'm done with 4 for right now.
Okay. Now, I like Jerry.
Woo.
I like Jerry.
I like Jerry too, but let me get to my text messages.
But they got to listen. Let me put my disclaimer.
All right, you can put your disclaimer.
I like Jerry. They have a relationship. Jerry and John. This is his opinions or whatever he about to say. I don't know, but I'm putting that out there. Okay, go ahead.
I like Jerry. She's blocked on my phone. We'll get to that reason why. Again, it goes back to the song we sung a little earlier. I don't stab anybody in the back. If I'm coming for you, I'm coming for you right in your face. If I'm not going to do something I said I wasn't going to do, and I know that you accepted my representation, I would come to you and say, hey, John, listen, I've been thinking about it, but this is what I'm going to do, or this is what I think about doing, so don't, hold me to what I told you earlier. That's all it took. That's all it took. And 6-7 hours before the meeting, we were cool. She just left, enjoyed herself, along with Miss Burns and some other people from Flint. And when I got minimum of 10 phone calls in a matter of a minute and a half about the fuckery that was going on up in council, and for me to watch it, I was told there was no meeting.
This is when they was voting for the third ward.
I was told there was no meeting Sunday night when we came back from Philadelphia. So there was no reason for me to watch any meeting. 10 people called me. Do you see what your people are doing? My people, who's my people? The 4 up there. I said, what's going on? I'm thinking they voted for somebody. Just watch it. I get on and I see votes for AC Dumas, albeit I didn't see what happened before that. So votes for AC Dumas from 2 of what I thought was not only Beverly's closest allies, but my closest allies, because I'm available for them at a drop of a hat. They call me, I answer. They need something, I get it done. It's real simple. That's the relationship I have with people. So I text the 2 that I just saw vote for AC Dumas. And I text them both the same thing. And my text was, I'll read it to you. I understand you and Tanya voted for Dumas. This has confused me and put me in a bad position. I mean, what's going on? It's crazy. You know, I hope the hell you guys stay at 4-4 or vote for somebody that the other side wants, because this is straight up fuckery. And I think it was planned. And I hope you guys weren't part of it. Actually, you guys are part of it at this point. Shake my head.
That's what you text to.
Both of them. And Jerry writes, I don't appreciate the tone of your content of your message. Let me be clear. All right, guys, pay attention to what I'm about to say. I take my role as an elected representative of the 5th Ward very seriously. I walked the pavement, knocked on doors, earned the trust of my constituents to be in this seat for 2 terms. My decision of votes reflects my dedication to the people I serve. No external pressures or personal agendas. Right?
Okay.
How do you think I responded?
Did you have that wrote down? Like, do you realize who you're talking to? Like,
I said,
that
just
was
like you, just like you were elected, so was Beverly Biggs Levy. Stand on what you've been preaching, not the pressure, not what the pressure says. That is a weak position to take. If you don't like how I said it, such is life. There has been times I didn't like the way you addressed something, and I stayed shut. This is what is so unfortunate about it. Then I said to her, so obviously you don't believe in the process. It is what it is. Consider yourself blocked. How about that?
But John,
nothing.
Did they? She told me the same thing, and I agree with her. She said, my vote is my vote. I said, that is your vote. Did they? I don't know the conversations.
But where is the morals and where is the democracy that her and Tanya talked about at their press conference? Where is the democracy that her and Tanya talked about during the meetings? That the voters voted Beverly Biggs. Okay? Where is Dennis's spineless ass? And I don't really have a problem with Dennis, but I have a problem now where you're going to vote for AC Dumas. I got news for you. You're not going to be able to control AC Dumas like what was said that you said, that you could control AC Dumas. One thing I can tell you about Beverly Biggs, she's not going to be controlled. It's not going to happen. Now, you may be able to convince her to take your side, but she won't be controlled. And that's what everybody up there is afraid of. Everybody. Because quite frankly, when she gets reelected, and you have to accept her as a 3rd Ward resident and a 3rd Ward councilwoman, she's going to hold the key to the city. Because without her vote either way, nobody's going to get the job done. Anybody disagree with me? Take Beverly Biggs out of the equation like she's out now, nothing's going to get done. Unless you have people that are backstabbers. Let's talk about that. I could be wrong. But there was a press conference and they said, we're not taking our seats. Am I yelling too loud? I don't care. We're not taking our seats if Liddell chairs the meeting, or Judy chairs the finance meeting, or Candace chairs the meeting.
That's what I heard too.
You heard that at that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear it, Mickey? Well, I'm not going to put you in a position because I know you want to stay neutral. But I'm going to tell you did hear it because it was said. So how do you go from a press conference preaching like your Mother Teresa up there, that you're afraid of counsel because of this, that you have a problem with the police chief because he didn't put a safety plan in place. You didn't want to take your seat. You didn't want to do the vote. You weren't going to do the vote. You weren't going to take part in any meeting if Liddell chaired. I'll be damned. Now, I done seen ghosts before, but I don't think it was Liddell's ghosts of Christmas past that just chaired that Monday meeting. So it's Since Liddell likes to play on words, it's the hypocrisy that's going on in city council. It's the hypocrisy with Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter, the hypocrisy with Councilwoman Tanya Burns, the hypocrisy with Dennis Pfeiffer. Okay, that's where we're at. I didn't say Jonathan Jarrett because we all know that Jonathan has no clue what he's doing as it is. He's brand new. He's not qualified to even make a judgment on much of anything. I do think he'll be a good finance chair. Okay, but he sat there and told Beverly Biggs, "I got your back. It's going to stay for." I'm going to tell you exactly what he said. And Bev, if you're watching, I don't know if you're watching. Let me see this thing. If you're watching, Bev, tell me if I'm lying. I sat in your living room and you called Jonathan Jarrett and you asked Jonathan Jarrett for his support. And Jonathan Jarrett said, "I will support you to the end if we have to stay firm 4-4 until May's election or June's or August election. I will do that." Now, can you chime in, Bev? Because that's exactly what was said. It was said that by Tanya Burns, Jerry Winfrey Carter, Dennis Pfeiffer, and Jonathan Jarrett.
I knew it had to be more to it. So y'all done had conversations and like they didn't promise. They didn't said that they was gonna vote for her. So when you see the opposite, you like, what the fuck is going on?
It's the democracy. They say it's democracy. The vote counts. The vote counts. The vote counts. We're not going to do anything to disrupt the voting process. And I'll be honest with you, I was steered in a couple. I'm a failure because I trusted these individuals and they steered me in different directions to do certain things. And now that I look at it, it could have been this very reason, because they did not want to grow some balls. Yeah, Tanya, I'm talking to you. Yeah, Jerry, I'm talking to you. And Dennis, I'm definitely talking to you. As much as I don't respect the other four for some of the shit they do and the way they act, they got 100% respect for me because they stood on business and they're going to continue standing on business. And guess what? That judge may or may not get involved. And if that judge gets involved, guess what's going to happen? They're going to get what they want because they stood firm. And you guys are weak. Weak. You're like an eel.
Somebody put in the chat, and I know I've heard this said a lot. They said Miss Bev said just go ahead and vote for AC. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is Beverly got so upset and so pissed off and frustrated that these hypocrites were standing in front of her. That was a smart comment. She said, "Go ahead and vote for AC if you want to," and walked away. If those four are that stupid not to understand what that meant, they don't deserve running this city.
There was another one in here.
Well, let me jump off Jerry for a minute because Jerry, I said what I had to say about Jerry.
And you stood behind Mrs. Biggs Levy's campaign. We
absolutely
already know that.
And I'm going to stand by it next year too. And she's going to win next year too. But let me just read you. I do want to say, Tanya, I just called you spineless and all that kind of stuff, and I meant it. But I want to thank Councilwoman Burns because she took the time to send me. Hey, she took this time to send me a text last night, late, and I appreciate her working late to be able to. Tanya, I'm sorry, Councilwoman Burns. She sent me a text last night to clarify some of the things that she wants to talk about at Council Corner. The same podcast that Jerry Winfrey Carter said just as recently as last Saturday she wasn't doing. But of course now she wants to do it because she wants to clarify their position. But I do want to read exactly what she wrote because I want everybody to know what the record reflects. And she was so kind to actually put it in bullet points and be able to spell it out for me. So ready for this? Please note this in regards to the voting of the 3rd Ward seat. And I'm not talking out of school because she did me this favor and she actually dissected this from the city website. It could have been because she was trying to be helpful. Could be that she just wanted to be very disrespectful, or it could be that she's a little guilty. I don't know what it is. I don't know what her motive was. But again, I do thank her, and I sincerely thank her because it saved me a lot of trouble last night. So it says, please note this on the third ward voting for the third seat. Bullet point number 1. 2 rounds, round number 4 and round number 5, Mushat voted for Dumas. I don't give a fuck. Bev told the 4 to go ahead and vote for Dumas. Again, if they're that stupid to think that this lady who just won an election, that spent the kind of money she spent to get elected, that should be sitting in that third ward seat, really wanted them to vote for her opponent? Does that make any sense to you? And Tanya, you know it doesn't, so get off that bullshit. Round number 51. There was an explanation of the votes, Pfeiffer, and we were split until round number 70. Don't give a shit. Round number 70 and 71. 77. Council was 4-4 Dumas Nelson, as Beverly stated, go ahead and vote for Dumas. Bingo.
Why is she calling and explaining to you or texting you this? Do you know why?
She was doing me a favor so I didn't have to go research it, I think. So that's the problem I have. Round number 70 and 71. Council was 4-4 Dumas Nelson, as Beverly stated, go ahead and vote for Dumas. So according to you, Beverly's a Neely, that she's controlling all of you. No, she just asked for your support and you offered her support. Okay? This is how insane this gets. They claim it would never have happened, but you don't know whatever happened. This is Flint City Council. Had one of them people, Candace, Leon, the Moose, or Judy, if any of them would have said the word Dumas out of their mouth, they would have, number 1, overtook an election. Number 2, got what they wanted. Number 3, those 3 would have been screwed, because let me tell you something. Dumas can be bought. I promise you that. He's money hungry. He's greedy. I have proof of it. Anybody want to see some text messages? I'll show you those text messages. Okay. Dumas is money driven. That's why Dennis wants him up there, because Dennis wants some control. Let's get off the good old Deacon. He's a heathen. Now, round 72. There were 2 for Biggs, Levy, 2 for Dumas, 4 for Nelson. I don't give a fuck. Round 45. I asked Jared to clarify who were the 3 for Dumas, and he indicated he thought it was Mushat was. These people don't even know what the fuck they're doing. He thought it was Mushat. This is a very serious appointment, and you're thinking? Jonathan, you're better not even talking. Miss Gladys, I love you to death. I lost all respect for Jonathan Jarrett. Papa, I know he's your nephew, but I don't know what to tell you, unfortunately. The next bullet point was Leon voted for Rich Jones 1 round. Who gives a fuck? I understand why she gave this to me like this, because she wanted me to understand the pattern as to what was going on. There's only one pattern that I wanted to understand what was going on, is why the 4 did what they said they weren't going to do, and what they pledged to a future council person that they would do. So,
well, then let me stop this, because I'm reading the comments, and I know, and I'm seeing what some of y'all are saying. These are his opinions. These are his messages that he's had with these people. Okay. Y'all know how I feel. Y'all can't, how somebody else feel. I don't mix in with that. But to just listen to this, he got relationships with these people. He's just not sitting here mad because they didn't vote a certain way. it was you could see a conversation was taking place, has taken place. This wasn't no long time text that she sent before to prove her position. Tanya, he just said, just text him this last night. He want to know what's going on. They had some conversations, and evidently everybody was agreed to vote for the lady who won the election. And I understand where y'all say, okay, he coming off harsh, he's speaking harsh, but you got to understand, the same way he's speaking now is the same way that he been talking to them. I heard him talk. I heard the conversations he has. He talked like this with everybody. They ain't said nothing about how he talked to them before. So I don't want y'all to get all in a tizzy about, oh, how he talking, his delivery. He got outside friendships, relationships, whatever with these people for years, way longer than I had with them. So continue on.
I just happened to see one. Keisha, I don't know what control I could possibly have because I got no dog in the
And
fight.
I see what y'all saying. His relationships don't give the right to call anybody stupid, but it's like when y'all like the people, y'all don't want nobody to say nothing. But hell, we call Liddell a moose all the time and don't nobody say nothing. I mean, it's his opinion. It's opinions,
it's
y'all.
my opinion. They don't know what I was going to say. I just asked to come on so I can clear the air because I'm the type of person, and anybody that you know me, I want to tell you like it is. If you don't like it, oh well, close your ears.
Things was not getting back to normal, Jade. It's a whole lot. I mean, that he probably could say, if he started naming off people that he done gave money to, that then came to Lento and asked them for money, half of y'all would probably get some tissue and start crying. Damn near everybody in Flint in politics then came to him for money. And he trying to be nice and not name the list.
Let me say this to everyone. Without getting into any specifics, since we've been working and representing Eric Mays, Lento Law Group has expended over $250,000 in resources to help the residents of Flint. Lento Law Group don't want shit from Flint. We're doing this for Eric Mays and now Beverly Biggs. We don't want a damn thing from Flint. We're not looking for an appointment. We don't want to do their work. We don't want nothing from Flint. But again, kudos to the mayor because, he knows what he's doing. And you know what? Let me just leave it at that. The man is brilliant. Again, I don't like all of his policies. I like some of his policies. I like some of his ideas, but that's for another day, another show. But I will tell you this, that I don't talk unless what I'm saying, I can back it up. Ever. So anybody that wants to call me, I'll be more than happy to give you my phone number if you want to call me. Okay. James Cochran, we don't want a damn thing. But your candidate called us for money. We don't want a damn thing, Mr. Cochran, but your candidate called us for money.
Who?
Rose Morrow. Wasn't he representing Rose Morrow?
Oh, he was with Rose.
Right.
Yeah.
So take that shit someplace else.
I thought you was talking about Rich.
No. So,
like Miss Rose.
All these people.
Y'all did help Miss Rose, though.
Who did?
Y'all did.
No, I didn't.
You didn't give Miss Rose no money?
Nope. I didn't give Miss Rose money, and I didn't give Carol money for the simple fact that it was Mays's ward, and I did not want to infuse myself.
You was just donating, or did she call and ask for money?
She called and asked for money. Okay. I would not get involved in the first ward race because of Eric Mays. I don't want to make the wrong choice, so I said I'm staying out of it. Okay, and we stayed out of the first ward altogether. Carol's not pissed off at us. She understood. I don't know if Rose is pissed off, but Mr. Cochran obviously is pissed off because I don't want a damn thing. You wanted it from us. We get it. You're a little butthurt. We didn't give it to you, but it is what it is. So you know, this is not a opportunity for people to ask Lento for money. This is not an opportunity for Lento to shine, because it's not a Lento issue. It's a Beverly Biggs and Council 4 issue. That's the issue it is. I'm just going to come out and tell you like it is. Beverly has to live here and amongst you people. So she's not going to come out as strong as I am. I don't even know if she's watching. Is she watching?
I ain't seen her on here today.
Demetrius, Leon did not get money from us, if that's what you're asking. James Cochran, I don't, if this was my show, I'll mute you because you're talking stupid right now. What we talking about? What we talking about? Recall
focusing on the
signatures.
comments. I don't know. Maybe he said that
he got signatures. What's that guy doing anything?
He didn't ask you for shit. He did it for Eric. Get the fuck out. Okay, come on. We gotta get back on track.
So let's go to Dennis. Dennis had a conversation with Beverly. Dennis
wait a minute. Let me clear up something I said. I said if Angie had said, if you're getting money, you shouldn't be taking money. And I said facts. That's politics. You take money from people. You be owing them people. You owe people. Now I don't know how much money that's been transacted, and neither do nobody else in this chat. Only him and the money that he done gave out to damn near half the politicians in Flint. Some of y'all favorite people that ain't even politicians that be putting on stuff.
Hell, I have people that put offers in on city properties 9 months ago that didn't get nothing. You don't hear me crying about that. If I'm saying we're not looking for nothing from Flint, we're not looking for nothing from any politician in Flint, but we'll help the politicians that are making a difference.
Deborah Luna said the people who stay here throughout those endless rounds left defeated Monday. It was unreal. We live here.
Which is true. This should not even be happening. It goes back to Davina not being educated to understand what she has to do, and the city attorney not giving them the right direction. That's what it goes to. That had they certified the election like they were supposed to, we wouldn't be talking right now, because the business of the city would be getting done.
Thank you, Neil. Too many emotions involved. Speaking the truth is not calling anyone out. The truth needs no proof. Either it is or it isn't. Thank you, Neil. Oh, yeah.
Elder, yeah, we have an office there.
Okay, keep going. You right. You're gonna get derailed from watching comments.
I just made some money from Elder in North Carolina. No money from Flint. Well, North Carolina is supporting Lento. Thank you, Elder. Give me a call.
Well, you represent people. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
So, talking to Dennis, I mean, Dennis, we were never close, as close as I was to Jerry and to Tanya. I had conversations with them, spoke to him on the phone, providing him with some legal documents that he requested. But I was there when he told Beverly Biggs that he had her back and they would stay deadlocked until either the election made the determination, because it was democracy. Everybody likes using the word democracy, but none of them know what it means. None of them. Jonathan, I already talked about Jonathan. He's young, he's green, he thinks he knows what he's doing. Makes some good calls, asks a lot of good questions, puts a lot of people in their place. I think he would be a good finance chair, but they don't know how to politic like Eric Mays. They don't know how to politic like Eric Mays. Eric Mays would have brokered a deal that made sense for everybody. Everybody.
I gotta give
everybody.
This coming from New Jersey, where we just got this $4.99.
Okay.
Good morning, family. Thank
Get you a
y'all.
chair out of there.
So what didn't happen? Because I had to go get Tito. You know his way up there. What didn't went down? Have we been set on fire yet?
Yeah, people is mad about John's delivery. What I'm saying, like John, how he talk is just how this is how he talks to. I've heard him have conversations with these people.
They're
like
hurt.
This how he talk.
They're hurt.
IB said the truth is what it is.
Not because they're hurt, not because of they're hurt, not because of the delivery. They're hurt because I'm telling the truth about their favorite council person, whoever that may be. Because I done fucking trolled them all today. I told the truth about all of them today. So, there's going to be, for every person, they're going to hate me for something.
And they going to hate me for something. That mean it is what it is.
Right.
All I can do, every guest they not going to like, we done already figured that out. The last time somebody said the city was getting back together until he came on here today.
He said
the city was that is the farthest from the truth.
Tito got lost, family. I had to go find Tito. He had texted me on the wrong side of the building. That's why I left out. I didn't want to think I left her up here by herself.
One thing's for sure is this. Again, I can back everything I set up. And I will back everything I set up. Anybody's more than happy to reach out to me. They can reach out to witnesses, get my number. I'll get my number in here. I don't care.
I don't get your number. I don't hear John. You ain't got to prove nothing with that.
I don't have no problem talking to anybody.
You're saying.
I'm talking straight facts. I'm not talking this backdoor shit. I'm not talking, we'll go up and say this, or let me prepare my podcast so I can get my message across. This ain't my podcast.
So basically, you ran a campaign. People knew you was running a campaign. We heard statements from people saying that they was going to stay out of the third ward campaign. But after Carol didn't win the first ward, the third ward became the diamond of the city. Everybody wanted to get involved in it. Everybody was blowing up John's phone. I've been sitting with him thousands of times and seeing names and numbers come across the phone that I didn't even know that was really coming across the phone. I'm like, wow, people actually, I'm telling you, your favorite people that y'all may be sitting next to right now, then reached out to this man to talk or either wanted something. And I told him, you got to be careful with these people here in Flint. Benden told him this. So he did invest it. He believe it. Everybody gonna stand on business. And so he butt ass hurt. The same way half of us was.
Because guess what? I'm here today and I'm going to be here next year. I'm not leaving Flint.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not leaving Flint.
Just don't team up with nobody.
Shit, I don't trust anybody to team up with them. At this point.
What I tell Mickey, trust nobody.
Including yourself.
And that's what I said. And I told you live on air, don't even trust me.
And I don't.
Good, and that's fine.
And let me say,
because you'll get used to it. Because people will break you, and if you just don't trust nobody, you can't get hurt.
Let me say this. Another thing, I was embarrassed for her, and I can't believe she sat there and shut up. So now I'm starting to wonder why she shut up.
Who?
Miss Burns.
We talking about that fire chief?
When that fire chief lit her ass up,
I
and
didn't
guess
get
what?
That either.
And guess what? She sat there and took it. Was that a direct order? Because we all know Tanya Burns got a mouthful on her. That's what I like about her. But when you sit there and let a subordinate, a department head that done killed people because his fire department is inadequate, talk to you the way he talked to you.
Allegedly, kill people.
That order came from the top, baby. That order came from the top. You can tell me I'm crazy, but that order came from the top, or in this case, the first floor. That's where that order came from. And it's interesting that recalls were not passed yet again against her or the mayor,
Liddell or Neely.
Or Judy.
Didn't go through today.
So what's the common denominator here in them four people? You have Judy, a Neely person. You have Liddell, a Neely person. And you have You have Neely, a Neely person. So when I was younger, they would say, you know, what picture don't fit in this? But that's a perfect square. Let that sink in. Think about it.
We already know the common denominator. It was nearly.
The common denominator is Neely. But if it's a perfect square, it means they all go together. Let that sink in.
Name me that square again. Name me that square again.
Judy, Tanya, Neely, Liddell. None of the recalls got passed. Judy supposedly had the recall on Tanya, and Tanya, it's just a vicious circle. And then all of a sudden, she stands down against the police fire chief to talk shit about her. And then 2 days later, none of the recalls go through. Think about it. Let that sink in. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. Tanya's still my friend. I'm still gonna talk to her if she wants to talk to me. If she don't want to talk to me, I don't give a fuck either. But she's still my friend. Jerry, on the other hand, I don't know who she thought she was talking to. She's blocked. Tanya, at least, is still in communication with me. Again, I appreciate all the stuff she said good about me, both at my party and at the holiday party. Although Liddell must have not saw that clip because she would have blown that shit up out of proportion too. You know, one of my clients came up and said that we ain't lost a case for her in 24 years. And she has 7 funeral homes. Okay.
This must have been you and Jerry's first big blowout, because you know she ain't gonna let nobody talk to her crazy.
Oh.
Jerry.
Okay, she wants somebody to talk to. I talked to her like, listen, I said
I
what
know
I said.
y'all relationship, but
Right.
I'm just saying this must have been y'all first real
I never had a
argument.
problem. I'll be honest with you. When I saw them votes go, I'm like, I had to make some phone calls and say, wait, I called people that were in the council. I said, am I like fucked up in the head? Am I like dreaming something? Did they just say what I thought they said?
Okay, so.
And then I needed to know why they said it.
They said they was proving a point.
Shit. That could have been a very expensive point. A very expensive point. First of all, let me say this. If you want to prove the point, back up what you said 2 weeks ago. And not sit at that meeting that was being chaired by Liddell.
Now they said that. I said that to them.
So it starts
yesterday.
there. If you want to prove a point, prove your point. Nobody told you to get up there in front of the cameras and say that. Miss Winfrey Carter, Miss Burns, nobody asked you to say that. That was you ad-libbing what you wanted to say. But you misspoke because you knew that you were going to sit there and you were going to have a meeting with 3 people that should not be up there chairing a meeting because the charter is violated. And the city attorney either won't or can't tell you what the law is. I'm done doing the city's job for them.
Wait a minute, you said they was going to have a meeting.
No, they said if there was a meeting, and Liddell, Candace, or Judy was chairing, they would not sit in them chairs.
Right. Because that next time they had changed the agendas where it said chairperson
Clerk.
vacant.
Yeah. Right, but the clerk was chairing.
Yep, they changed it.
Dennis even said that. Jared even said that.
Dennis
and sat
was
in the
first
back.
one that said it.
And sat in the back. Listen, Dennis might be good in business. Jared may be good in business, but I'll never let them negotiate a contract for me. Because they're weak and they don't know how to negotiate. If I was one of those council people up there, like Eric would have done, they would have brokered the deal. They would have brokered the deal.
What do you think who you think gonna end up president? Seriously. Like looking at what we're seeing.
The only qualified one up there is Jerry Winfrey Carter. And I would like to see her as president because I think she's
Me
fair.
too.
I think she's
But
fair.
looking at how things are going now,
I don't
seriously.
know. But I still think Jerry should be the president. I think she would be fair. I think she would handle those meetings properly. And I think she deserves it.
She been
Okay.
deserved it.
I'll tell you what the deal that should have been brokered. The deal that should have been brokered was Judy, we'll give you the finance chair.
Mm.
You vote for Beverly Biggs for third ward. We'll put Jerry in as president, and vice president could be Dennis or Tanya. Judy's the weakest link, and they're too stupid to realize it. They're too proud to go to Judy and broker a deal. Eric would have been at Judy's trailer, wherever she lived at. Eric would have been there and broker in this deal in her new kitchen.
She bragged about one time how he took her to breakfast.
He would have brokered the deal. He would have said, Judy, listen, you want that finance chair? I guarantee you we're going to give you that finance chair, but you got to give us Beverly Biggs. You give us Beverly Biggs because you know it's the right thing to do. Let's put Jerry in as president, Dennis as vice president. Or Jonathan as vice president. Or any of them. Theoretically, it should go to Tanya. And Eric would have brokered that deal. He would have made that happen. Because Judy wants that finance chair. And if they get Beverly Biggs in that third seat, she's afraid that Beverly's going to vote against her. But I'm going to tell you right now, people think Beverly's a bitch and all this other stuff, but Beverly's going to do the right thing. Okay? And Beverly can be reasoned with. That's the difference. If Judy would have went to Beverly and said, listen, I'll vote for you if you can see if you can get the others to vote for me finance chair, we would have been out of the deadlock, the business would have been running, and everybody would have had a Merry Christmas. But Judy sold on the lemonade.
It don't seem like, but John, in my opinion, when I left out of there the other night, it don't seem like ain't nobody not having a Merry Christmas. Nearly got everything he wanted passed. Liddell and Candace is going into 2025, still as president and council president.
Oh, I didn't get to Candace.
Oh, shit. Lil Cece, you got some shit on her, too?
I don't got no shit on her, but I got some opinions of her. I mean, first of all, baby, listen. I'm not no L'Oreal or no Maybelline, but you look like a straight hoe with that red lipstick, baby. It's not becoming of you. You're a pretty girl, but damn, change that lipstick.
She liked that red lipstick.
Yeah, well, she looked like, listen, she looked like somebody, well, I don't know about Flint, but back in New Jersey, she looked like somebody you get off Admiral's Boulevard at Oasis Hotel for $10 for the half hour. I mean, she really does. And some of the dresses she wears, baby, you're an attractive woman. Learn how to dress. But besides that, she's so far up Liddell's ass, she peeking out her mouth. She can't make a decision on her own. I would have invited her to the Christmas party too, but I thought somebody told me she was going to visit her daddy.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, let me bring you back, John. Yeah, that kind of went off right there.
Wait a minute, I missed all of that.
Yeah, you caught it.
No, that's what I heard.
Oh, yeah, people gonna see that. Yeah, but this what
I missed that. What did you say?
Don't worry about
I was
it.
Damn
invited
it.
to a Christmas party, but she was going to visit her daddy.
Oh, well, nothing. She's just holiday time. She should have been going to visit. Okay.
Anyway, you know.
What'd you say, Mickey? Mickey had a question for you.
No,
you had a question?
No, really, I don't. I mean, I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Same shit we've been saying all
I try
week.
to look at it from both sides. I see the dysfunction, but I truly hold.
I just looked at it from both sides.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
just saying.
said the same thing we've been saying.
Kudos to Neely. Neely, you got your shit going on.
No, I do, but I think he the reason like why this is the way it is though. Don't get it twisted. They can't do nothing.
I don't agree with you.
On the Neely.
Or
think
Neely. I don't agree with you on that.
Well, now what's your opinion? Wait a minute. What'd you say?
with Liddell and them? Remember,
No,
Them was
he has
handpicked.
control over it.
Yeah. No,
It's
I
tight
know
control.
he got tight control. They're not gonna go. That's why I said it.
I
said
bet
it
you if
now.
a deal was brokered and some confidence was gained, Beverly Biggs would be in that third seat.
And I'm gonna be honest with you with this: the man downstairs, and that's the mayor, was never gonna let Miss Beverly Biggs be in.
I don't agree with you.
I'm no. We can agree to disagree.
The problem is this: any good politician is never going to put somebody in there that they don't talk to or they never spoke to. Had he sat down with Beverly Biggs and see how she really is, yeah, she's 100% against the four now, and that's because the way the four were treating Eric Mays. Eric passed. Okay, things have changed.
Mhm.
If Neely was the one interviewing Miss Beverly, his mind may be changed. Because Beverly's not just going to simply go up there and vote against those other four all the time. No, Beverly's going to listen, make an educated determination, and vote.
But that's the same thing. That's why I'm glad you said that.
Jerry.
But see, that's the same thing with Jerry. When he came on, he never said he was just gonna be strictly for this over here and strictly for that. You know what I'm saying? I just look at Liddell. To me, are terrorists to the city of Flint, from Leon, Liddell, all of them that was in there that they was fighting against. Reason I'm saying that because look how Liddell them was going there. We talking about Mays. Mm-hmm. Now, because I'm saying like when people think, no, Mace was dealing with Dennis and Judy. Because he seen from the previous council the hell he was getting, and he wanted some change on that. Now, it might not have been for the good, but to me, I'm just looking at how divided that it really is when you see it. I can't, and don't get me wrong, I'm not an AC fan. I get on here and talk junk. We didn't have our whistle that. But the whole thing was Carrie. He would have never told Carrie to come get in that, to come down there. Just like with Leon. That's why I said I call her Nostradamus over there. She knew Leon was finna be. He handpicked these people. We was confused when Liddell came here, not thinking Liddell was Team Neely. Because she came in here, she fooled people.
I agree with you.
And that's what I'm saying with Candace. Remember, Candace got selected for that seat. This wasn't Neely put her in, even though when we see, like, because she was with Weaver at one time, and you know what I'm saying? Right. And she came over there.
Because
but now
Neely's a good politician.
And I give him that credit. No, what you saying as far as him?
100.
As far as him being a politician, how he beating them? True. Believe me, I know that. But what it is, and I get what you saying, his foes standing strong, where you looking at, don't get me wrong, that threw me off what Dennis did that when he put up AC Dumas vote. I get what you're saying. But I look at it from, I had to look back at it. And this was on my own thought. I said, when they went to vote for AC, because I didn't know Miss Biggs went up there and told them to go vote, go ahead and do it. I was just looking at it from, okay, I know him and AC my friends. Much as we know AC, do bid behind
Beverly, you weren't
the
in here
scene.
during the conversation. Yeah. Beverly did that sarcastically.
Oh,
because she was hurt.
Yeah, no,
she felt defeated.
No,
but what I'm trying to say was with the Neely situation. Let's dissect this for a moment.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, Beverly does the recall. Mm-hmm. Neely doesn't want to lose control of that seat, rightfully so.
Facts. Yeah.
So, do you think that was the time for Neely to go and talk to Beverly?
I mean, if you wanted to
Fuck
do right, no.
Fuck no.
But
okay, he did what any good politician would have done. He kept two people in the race that he could have got in there. And guess what?
But John, you gotta look. This go beyond. This is what I'm saying. Where he gonna come in? Why Miss Beverly Biggs? We gonna go back to that water. Only reason he in that mayor seat is because he was gonna go along with that program saying the water was good. We know what all this with this whole thing is cover up is. That's why you seeing with him. He in there for a reason because he know he was not going to speak
off track.
out.
Let me bring you back.
No, I'm just saying with the water.
But let's talk about the third ward.
And he was never going to put. I'm being facetious what I'm finna say, and I said this to you yesterday. If Candace would have voted for AC Dumas, Neely was going to come on there and crack her head.
Maybe so.
She was never going to vote for AC
Maybe
Dumas.
So, but listen to what I'm telling you. This is what you're understanding. Neely was smart. They had 4 candidates.
Mm-hmm.
Neely was running 2 of those candidates when the recall started. That was Quincy and Kerry. He had a 50-50 chance of getting them in. Had Quincy won, if you look at the numbers that he got when he was passed, as opposed to the numbers that he may have gotten, he may have taken that seat. I don't think so, because I would have pushed harder for Beverly Biggs.
Right.
Okay. But he wasn't coming to the person who recalled Quincy and said, listen, let's work together. He would have been an idiot to do that.
Yeah.
But now's the time. Now's the time to see what each candidate's about. What well, he knows what Kerry's about. He's a puppet. But what Beverly's about, what AC's about. Because AC can be bought.
Tell me one who can't in Flint right now.
Well,
Me?
That's true.
Well,
I could be convinced.
You ain't from Flint.
But
We
I
talk
can't
about
be
the
bo-
ones from Flint.
I'm from Flint. I'm a resident now. Shit.
Well, you might be. Hell, you might got
So-
a house. Other people don't.
So what I'm trying to say here is that there's still hope for resolving this. There's still hope for Neely to gain control. There's still a lot
we
of
don't
hope.
want no
over
hope
this.
for that.
No, I'm talking about as far as getting some of the things done. Look, I'm all for what happened the other night. I'm not for the fact that they sat in those seats because they said they weren't. Hypocrisy.
understandable.
But I'm for moving some of this business forward. But the clerk could have done that. But she's too. Somebody don't like me calling people stupid. She's too not educated enough. She can't even talk into the damn microphone.
Because she's being also told
That
what not
whole
to do.
clerk office
Yeah,
is
like,
down.
you
But
Oh,
running the meeting is running the meeting, Mickey. It's not that difficult.
No, I agree with you with that. Now, Mays was here. You would have seen he would have been raised in hell. I get you on that. But this ain't what we got right now. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right.
We ain't got that.
But what I'm
Who gonna go to
saying
the
is
edge?
that
We
meeting
don't.
the other night that everybody
Yeah.
sat at should have been ran by the clerk.
It should have been.
Then I would have had no problem
Yeah.
at all. Because
Yeah.
you know what? They did what they said. They said they're going to stand on business.
Yeah.
They stood on business. Okay? They didn't stand on business. They didn't stand on business Monday. They didn't stand on business the previous Monday. They ain't stand on business at all. They broke. They're weak. They got cracked. And Neely's the one who cracked them. Kudos to Neely. But I will tell you this.
He got everything he wanted. His appointments, everything.
Right. But I'll tell you this. Okay? Neely can do the right thing right now. All he needs to do is broker the deal. Gets the support of people that are not supporting him now or weren't supporting him to be able to get the business done in the city. We're not talking about all the new ideas. We're not talking about all of that. We're talking about the business, the operational portion of running the city.
But John, think about it for real.
You know how much
Think
money
about
it would save them in legal fees and everything?
Think about this shit, John. You've been in politics way longer than me. Why would Neely even think about brokering a deal with them when he's still getting everything he wants? And he ain't got to talk to none of them. They passed all his shit.
Well, you do got a deal. You do got a deal there.
I mean,
You do got a point there.
He's still getting what he wants. And that was my whole line of thinking. I don't want to see the city like not going forward. I want to see
Right.
Flint progress. But if you would have stood down and just said, no, we ain't passing shit, he would have had to come to them.
And work
But
that deal.
he would have had to. Now he like, all I
But
got to
y'all-
do is
but
keep
what-
switching
but
up
what
the
y'all is
agendas.
missing though, and I think a lot of people is missing. But I know you've seen it. Don't
some
nobody
of
want to
them.
go through what Eric went through.
Come on, guys, start donating some money.
And you was there. You was there. Don't know. They seen what Eric went through.
They just want to
They
pretend
killed
like
that man. Don't know.
Yeah.
Man, when people see that, they don't want to go through that. Let's just be honest. When you travel that down that road, everybody talking good. They say this and that. Everybody will say that. You had his back. You seen the people that was coming down in the support. A lot of people was looking at Eric. A lot of them, oh yeah, but when it came down to really doing that, don't nobody want to go through that.
I'll tell you what.
I'm telling you, don't nobody want to go through that.
I'm disappointed in some of the activists that got involved. I'm disappointed on it because let me say this to you. Flint is like the Twilight Zone to me. Any other city I've worked with, any other city I put resources in, I supported, whether it was physically or financially. If this shit was going on in that city, you would have a riot out there. You will have people out there picketing City Hall every day.
Yeah.
You would have this, but you get 5 people.
Fact.
You can't even get Miss Bev's family to come out here and to cause any type of a notice to her. Straight the fuck up. This is the most ungiven a shit town that I've seen. My staff comes in, we're deeper than her family or that other people that support her, and evidently people support her. She got elected.
Yeah.
Where they at when we need them?
Thank you.
You always see the same people.
I agree. But you know what? Because don't nobody want to go through that. I would be heartbroken personally. I done got up here and so stressed out when you look at it. But then I get what you're saying. But when you asking somebody to have your back to be stumped down, that's a rare quality. When people go to sin, because being stumped down, you know what I'm saying? Everybody not built for it. They talk a good game until it come time, you know what I'm saying? And then, and like you say, they politician. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I did say they call themselves when they was looking at it, because even with me, when I was saying how I was going, but I would never trust Candace. I would never trust Judy. I would never trust Liddell. I would never trust Leon. They got put in them seats to do a job. You already see it's 4-4. That was my only thing fires with Dennis and them thinking, but and I'm not sugarcoating for JWC or Tanya them and JWC family, so I'm not sugarcoating. But when I looked, I was like, okay, maybe they thinking they can, and that was just from my personal opinion. But me personally, I would have never think I could go broker a deal with them because Neely sent. You think he gonna send Kerry down there for him not to get elected? They was gonna go with AC. I'm just saying, I'm looking at that standpoint. I get it, but I'm with you on this standpoint. If you tell me, I don't know the conversation that you had. That's all I can say. I don't know the conversation. But if somebody told you the conversation they had with Miss Biggs or whatever, that I'm riding with you, that's what I'm looking at. And I agree with you with that. The third ward spoke. They said, Miss Biggs, there's no way we switch over to AC Dumas. That's the only thing I didn't understand.
You heard him over the weekend.
No, I was everywhere. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The only thing, my thing was if they was going like on that, I would have kept it there. But Dennis, as far as him saying AC, I don't like I said, if he wanted to go get AC, it is. But I would have been like, no, we're gonna Biggs all the way out and play. Now I understand the playing the game when they hollered even from when Leon the first war said Rich Jones. I knew that was BS, but my thing is no. If it's not Miss Biggs, non-negotiable. We right. Go to May. That's just me, but that you can't. You know what I'm saying? Would you be expecting? Sometimes we be expecting us out of other people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where sometimes we make them mistakes at. And it will, believe me, I done fell out with so many people, John, and been here and there.
Yeah.
Then it came through. Then some I didn't even choose to, but. Expecting somebody to be that, I'm just it's and I know Miss Biggs, her getting out there doing that, and some of these people probably was walking with her. I know to her that she probably is frustrated. I didn't even listen to when her daughter called in and cried, so you can know the hurt that the people was, and that's what I'm saying. But to me, if it wasn't Miss Beverly Biggs, we take it to May. But how many people when you hear, you can go to jail? That don't mean I just go to jail. That mean all 8 of us going. Because this folk, but it get tricky there when people start hearing these things come up, then people start getting nervous.
If you don't think one of those 4 are talking to Neely, you just as naive as the rest of the country.
Hell no, I'm not.
All of them are.
I said that, but I'm messy if I say a statement like the other 4, because I'm not gonna name them the good 4 and the bad 4. But I'm messy when I say that they talking.
I'll probably go this far.
That's just
I'll say he
political.
probably
Like
took-
we
No,
know
because,
that.
Yeah, we just being around, he the mayor, he gonna do business deals. Let's don't get it twisted.
He would
They
do
think,
right by
people
brokering a
think.
deal. And I would be more than happy to hear what he has to say on this whole situation, because I guarantee you he's not stupid.
He ain't gonna tell you the truth. I put money like he go to the news. It's the council. But what it is, I just think
You don't know what. This is the problem. You don't know what anybody's going to do.
Shit,
You don't know what anybody's going to do.
Oh, the mayor? Well, I'm going to tell you what I can go by. History tell me. When has he said this water was bad? Because we're going on his second term.
Forget it. We're not talking about water. We're not talking about anything other than brokering a political
When
deal.
have you seen him go broker a deal? Show me who he the one that brokered a deal with. And we going into his second.
One of them four.
When? Who he brokered the deal with? No, we making.
We gonna find out now, won't we?
We
gonna find out, won't we?
Yeah, you gonna have to, because he gonna need a fifth vote from over there. But anybody can be a fifth vote, just like we saw them voting on certain things together. You saw someone voting on things together on Monday. So that's Monday showed
one
you
of
they
them
can
four
work
got to
together.
be a fifth vote.
Yeah.
If all of these four sticking together, one of these four, we've been saying that for months. One of the four got to break.
Jonathan or Dennis will break. I don't think Jerry will break, and I don't think Tanya will break. I don't know who they're going to vote for, because we already determined that was a lie.
It should be Biggs, Levy, or nobody.
Nothing. I agree.
She won the election. But you know what? This is the bottom line. Yeah. Whoever they put in there, if they put somebody in there before the election, I'm taking them out in August. Beverly will win that election again. The people want Beverly. She's going to win that election again, regardless.
It's a shame I
think she is. I believe she will win.
You got to spend all of this money again.
It is what it is.
If Carrie Nelson would have won, we would not be having this conversation today, and you and I both know it.
No, I'll say this, and like I said, I know the stuff that JWC and Tanya them took pure hell from Candace and them. That's why I was like, with me, and look, you can't dog me out and think we're gonna be back cool the next day. I might don't. And I understand that it's a quote I always say, I ain't gotta like you to do business with you, but I gotta watch you, because it can be bad business too. You know what I'm saying? But as you see it,
people don't realize I learned a lot from Eric.
Yeah.
People tell me stuff and I smile and I just listen. But I know the real deal. I mean, Eric always told me Flint politics is like no other. You got to know how these people roll. You got to sit back and you watch everybody. He said, hell, John, you got to watch me.
Same thing I told him.
Nah, you supposed to watch. I don't listen. You supposed to watch everybody, but I'm just looking at it from with this Flint City Council man have really just. I'm just saying how it is. Like, you got hope. Like, you might. I don't see no hope coming from this mayor.
This is the most dysfunctional council I've seen in 40 years. I've been in politics for over 40 years.
Yeah,
I grew up in politics. Very dysfunctional. Very non-loyal. Very sing it.
Come here.
No, sing it.
Sing what? Which one? Backstabbers. Smiling in my face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstab.
Right. Got enough.
You're gonna keep dismissing me. You'll keep dismissing me. But I'm saying
for that change.
But the conversations that we have, and we sitting here, I done seen him have the same conversations with these same council people that everybody getting all emotional about in the chat.
It's not emotional.
No, they getting emotional.
It's that it's frustrating. It's frustrating that we're trying to
They
do
don't
the
know
right
y'all
thing.
relationship.
We're trying
and evidently
to do,
they ain't telling them the truth if they talking to them.
We're trying to do the right thing for the city. Beverly Biggs has committed to public service, never been a public servant before, shows up at the meetings when she's not sick, is there all the time. They tell her to move out of the way because of a wheelchair. They tell her to be quiet because she said, she's taken the physical and mental abuse of Moose. Okay. And the bottom line is,
has Moose ever came to you even in the beginning and asked you for some money? Has Liddell ever approached you for money?
No, because Eric, we put them them shirts out there like that. She didn't like them shirts that we did.
Okay.
So she don't like me. That's when she said, "Get out the way."
Who else came to you for money?
I'd rather not say.
You don't want to say?
I'd rather not know.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's an extensive list.
And some of them, get it. Some of them don't. If I'm saying, it really depends on the situation. But the bottom line is, like I was saying, Beverly Biggs has committed to service in the public. She's been committed to going up there and helping the city move forward. And whether it's a vote on the good side or bad side or however you want, they both bad at this point. Whatever side, whatever fourth person she votes with, she's going to vote with her intelligence, with her knowledge of the city, and what she feels should be voted on, and rightfully so. She's not going to be a yes person, and we all know that. But she's not going to be always a no person. We all know that too. And the difference between regular politics...
Now they want to turn on me.
What they saying?
The chat. They watching me. They want to turn on me. I'm good. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You have somebody on here that they like that you talk about, and everything goes to hell. But we have somebody on here that don't like Liddell and the people.
I don't like
that
none
they
of
don't
them
like.
at this point.
It's fine.
I'm
I don't
neutral.
care. I don't care.
I'm neutral.
I
I
don't
don't like
care.
none of them.
If somebody could turn on you for a damn interview or a show, you wasn't never down for me in the first place.
Yeah, put your money where your mouth is. Send $100 and we'll listen to your
Never
comment.
down with
We'll
me
pin
in the
your
first
comment
place.
for $100. Go ahead. Whoever said it, I don't know who said it.
No,
I ain't talking about you, Ange.
No, but listen, I get it. When they do it, I get it. Because these gonna be always tough, but these are things that you gotta bring.
Can we get some Cash App support, please?
And I'm
Can we
gonna
get some?
keep bringing them out, because we ain't gonna get the truth from nowhere else.
No, Max, never.
One thing.
No, I said I wasn't talking about you, Angie. But it's like, no,
it's just gonna be tough.
It don't matter. I'm gonna bring controversial guests on this show at any time that I can. If this is the person that I'm telling y'all that people been seeking his advice, not just his money, his advice, having conversations with, going here, there, and everywhere. And then somebody do 100,000 lives saying that I'm lying. Well, let's bring him on. And you hear from his mouth who he been talking to and who he ain't been talking to. Period. It is what it is.
Thank you, Deborah. We need more people like Deborah. Give $1, give $5, give $10. Let's go.
And we're at the 11 o'clock hour. I know people wanted the phone lines open up.
Oh, they wanted the phone line.
Yeah.
Well, I seen they wanted the phone line. It is what it is. We open up.
Open them up. Let's go.
Oh, I got something to do. I got something to do. 11 o'clock.
Give them 15 minutes of phone call.
Well, go ahead. Open it up then. Open the phone lines up.
Open it up. Y'all want to call?
It's open now. Damn it,
y'all
wanted
up.
it. You wanted it. Here it is. So you can't say the lines ain't open. I was really going to shut it down.
Can we get some more donations?
Don't get your people into more trouble than what they already in. Don't let your people, don't start talking about stuff you really don't know what's going on. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome to the bump.
Great, brother Mickey and Sister Wendy's, and my brother John. Keep up the good work, man.
Jade Williams.
Keep telling the truth.
Thank you.
Thank you for the
team. Appreciate it.
And retract.
I'm gonna say this. And this is for all these people that's getting mad. I mean, come on now. We're supposed to be supporting this media group. People have a right to their truth. I'm not going to say opinion. I'm going to say they have a right to, if they have truth, then we don't have no reason to get upset. The upsetting thing is what happened on Monday. That's the upsetting thing. And like that, brother, when you say your word is bond. When you say you're going to do something, keep your word. I ain't gonna name no names, but I'm just saying. One said, I'm not gonna sit in the seat until this person is gone or whatever.
Right.
But you didn't do that.
Right. Thank you.
And that's what I'm saying. If we say we gonna tell the truth and speak the truth and be for the truth, we gotta be it. But we gonna just dismiss. Look, if people get on them comments and I'm gonna tell you what I do on my live. When they get to doing and stuff like that, I have an administrator. Boom, you blocked.
Don't give Trevor no ideas, cause shit, he'll come in here and go block it away.
Now, not Trevor, but no, and not any of the rest. I'm not here to. I'm just here to support y'all.
Right. Thank you. We
And I don't
appreciate you.
care what's said. If it's the truth, it's been exposed. They don't need to get upset. It's just the truth of the light. I've been saying that for years, but yeah, if I ever need you, Mr. Lento, I certainly will.
Mr. John, thank you.
Wait, one more thing. Do you handle disability?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's good to know.
Look, he trying to get his case in.
But we here to support Winters and Mickey. And I just want to say, if nobody else don't appreciate what y'all do, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
I'm
you
not
so
a
much.
resident of Flint, but Flint has my heart because, like I said, I've been there before. I have family that lives out there.
All
So
right.
it's dear to my heart. And when I see the corruption, then it starts from the top. From Nickelback down, it starts all this corruption.
Right.
If we gonna be about the truth, let's be about the truth. And that's all I got to say. God bless y'all. God bless the Lento Law Group.
Thank
God
you,
bless
sir.
you.
Have a good day.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right. You turn it down in the back so you can be live with us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, Angie was
I
calling.
heard the voice. Lord bless
Turn
her
down in
heart.
the back so you can be live.
Okay, I'm live.
Okay.
So again, what
This
did
our
you do?
ATN
So-
affiliate,
Okay, so
the
my
Maxter.
issue.
Where
Look,
you going?
I called in yesterday, and I expressed my sentiments and my upsetness. And y'all know I always say what I don't like. I done been on Tanya, and yes, Jerry is my cousin and family, and it's not what he's saying. It's almost like he's implying, and I could be wrong. I could be taking it wrong. That's why I want to call in, as if he's giving out money to control votes, and even if it is the conversation, even the conversation that I didn't have with Jerry. She sometimes you can't always do what you want us to do. We all know, we all want Beverly in that seat. We all want Beverly to win. But what is the fact? The fact is they're not going to select her in that seat. Right?
But do we have to
know
fold
that.
though, Angie? Why do we have to fold? Why can't we be stuck down?
First of all, we don't have to fold. But listen to this. Nilly is running it, right? He has more political power right now, right?
Mhm.
So, and who's the ones being threatened? Liddell's not being threatened with being going whatever, like jail, and right now they got the control. We just have to admit it. That's just like playing chess and checkers and cards. Sometimes it ain't about folding, it's about being smart, finding other avenues to win. The avenues just standing still and not doing nothing ain't helping nobody. I wouldn't have got up there and voted for nothing that they wanted neither. I wouldn't have. But we're mixing up the sitting, making it sitting there, making it making the government not move. Like, is that really smart? Like, when you really think about it, is that really possible? Because there's things that he can do even if they don't go get in those seats and vote. He has other options.
Yep, he do.
Okay.
He do. And he would have had to
He has
exercise it
other
with me.
options. And I'm not asking Jerry to go to jail for me, Bev, and nobody else.
Agree.
Nobody deserves that from Jerry. She don't have to go to jail. Winters, none of them.
Mhm.
I want to go to jail for nobody. I don't care how much money you done threw at
That's
me.
what Sheldon
What
been
I'm
threatening with.
upset about with John is John has a reputation. Him and his law firm has a reputation. We all know that. and getting on here and the people that he used to call himself friends with to do that, that's backstabbing. I would dare John, if me and John had a conversation and you tell me something and we texting each other, that's between me and John. How dare you get on here and say that they don't have to they didn't make a promise that if I take this money or a favor or I'm calling you for advice, they don't have to do it. We don't even do that with our parents. We don't even do that with banks in our relationships all the time. That's the problem.
And see, that's the question I've been asking, Angie. We don't know the conversation that him, Tanya, and Jerry had.
Right, but why did we need to hear it though? Like literally, I would just say yes, we had conversations. We close, but how dare you get on here and then expose them like that and then say we friends? And then say I will continue to fuck with you. I'd be like, fuck you.
But they still fuck. I can't speak for Jerry, but Tanya's still fucking with him.
Jerry getting a call today from family because I will hope that she's smart enough because she already went through the ringer for just wearing his shirt. She just went through the ringer wearing his shirt, and she didn't expose whatever they had going on. Like that's where I'm fucked up at. That's where I'm fucked up at. I don't care what they made agreement about Ms. Bev. I don't care what agreement they made. But for you to do that, I don't care if they did. We don't always know. Like when Jerry told me, you don't always know what they have to, what's going on, what pressure they're getting. We don't know all the pressure that they get, or what's going on. Maybe they couldn't sit in the seat. You don't know what they was threatened with. I know I would choose me. We all would choose me. But all I'm saying is, I think that's fucked up. They already Lento Law Group and everybody associated with. They already saying that there's a bad rap. We've been protecting them and saying and supporting it. And I'm not saying that they bad. I don't have a relation with Lento. But what I can say is if I did have a relationship with Lento and I didn't do what he say, or I had to change my mind, I don't owe him that. I don't give a fuck if he gave me $1 million. I don't have to tell him what the fuck my next step is going to be or why I changed my step. I will probably respect him enough to say, hey, I got to go get seated. Hey, I can't vote for Bev. This is what's going on. This is what we're doing. I probably would show that respect, but to feel like I owe that, no. And then this interview right here is just going to give more fuel to the fire because they're going to be like, I told you he was backstabbing. I told you he called her a nigga bitch. I told you he raped like that. Like that's all this is proven, and that's all I want to say. Like that's what's pissing me off. It ain't about that I don't agree. Okay, yeah, I understand. They shouldn't have got up there. I wish they wouldn't have got up there. But again, we don't know what's right. Instead of asking, why didn't they up there? Why didn't we invite them to sit here with Lento? There's things that could have been, I don't know. I just think that was wrong for him to cut them like that. Because if it was me, that building probably be blown up.
Shut up. Bye, Angie. Let him answer. He gonna answer you right now.
Huh?
He gonna answer you right now, babe. Okay. Bye.
I'll take it. Bye.
So let me clarify a couple of things. Jerry Winfrey Carter and Tanya Burns bought those shirts. That was already clarified. Maybe you must have missed that meeting. But that was already proven. Tanya showed the receipt, and I don't know why that's coming up. You're absolutely right. They don't owe me anything because I don't need anything from anybody here in Flint. I have friendships with people here in Flint, and I'm going to continue to have friendships here with people in Flint. Me giving anybody money is not for a vote. For what? Why would I want a vote? For what? We're not looking to do any business for the city of Flint or in the city of Flint as far as representing government officials. That's not what we do. Okay, we sue government officials. So that argument fails. So nobody's telling anybody you got to vote because I gave you money. No, I'm telling them exactly what you said. You as a human being would have came to me and said, I know I told you I was going to do this, but I got to do this. I would have respected you. Do you, baby? Do you? If that's who you want to do you. Nobody, again, like Jerry Winfrey Carter said, she was elected by her constituents. If she feels as though that's how she wants to represent her constituents and let them know one thing and do another, so be it. That's on her conscience. And like I said, You know, I think she's the person for the council president. I think she's the most experienced, and I think she'll be a great president because of her demeanor and the way she would run that meeting. But that doesn't mean I agree with what she did. I don't agree with what any of them did when they lied to Miss Bev and told Miss Bev they had her back, and then they flipped. Whether they flipped once or 50 times, they flipped. Period. Everybody's like, well, you know, if they voted for, you know, like Mickey said, well, they would have never, Candace would have never voted for Dumas. You don't know what people do. You would have never thought that Tanya and Jerry would have flipped and voted for Dumas. But they did. You follow what I'm saying? So you don't know what one of those other four would have done. And that we would have been having a whole nother conversation right now because, you know, it would have been a total chaos up there in City Hall. So I hope that answered all her questions. Does she have another comment? No, that was.
I think that was it. That was it.
Yeah. So
was it.
just tell me the truth, like I tell everybody else. You might not like the truth.
But see, you meet Angie, you will have fun. Angie is.
Oh yeah, Angie.
She ain't gonna bother talking and good people. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you have to do. You know, I get it. Like I said, you know.
Caller from Texas. Texas, you're on the line. You gotta turn down the back.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So my question, first of all, good morning, Mickey and Winters.
Good morning.
That support all the viewers that support A10 the Bump. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me to watch, especially since Eric Mays passed away. But I don't want to be. I'm like the previous caller, not Angie, but the gentleman who said that, like, I'm here in Texas, but like Flint is in my heart, and Eric Mays is part of why, and just all the things that's going on there. But my question is for John. Your support for Eric. Why did you just go hard for Eric Mays and support him the way you did? And then also the next question is, like the same like respect and support that you gave Eric Mays. I see that you're giving it to Miss Beverly Biggs. Can you tell me the similarities and why you support those two people? Opposed to, you know, any of the other council people.
Yeah. Thank you, caller. Keep listening. He's gonna answer right now.
Okay, thank you.
So the reason I got involved with Eric Mays is because
tell him how long y'all go back, because I didn't even know that.
So Eric and I go back from 2014, when we came in and we started helping the residents with the water crisis. So I've known Eric for a long time. I got reacquainted with Eric when Ms. Biggs called me and said, City Council is messing with Eric. Can you get involved and help Eric? And then when I spoke to Eric, I'll never forget it. I was going through the drive-in at midnight. I don't even know what state I was in. And Eric called me and said, you know, Beverly Biggs asked me to give you a call. Can you please help me? And I said, Eric, I'll help you. I said, I understand what's going on. I watched some of the videos of City Council, and it's atrocious down there. And from that point forward, I helped Eric Mays. And there was plenty of conversation between me and Eric for the time that he was, we were connected. And he always told me, you should get Beverly involved in politics. You should get Beverly involved in politics. And that was talk between, you know, myself and him, just on a friendly basis. And then Beverly decided to do the recalls and started to do the recalls. And that was right before Eric died. And Eric and I had conversations about it. And Eric told me, you know, which he didn't have to because I'm friendly with Bev, is he said, make sure you take care of Bev. And that was said probably about 3 days before he died.
Damn.
I spoke to Eric about 3 hours or 4 hours before he died, or at least before I got the call that he died. So I was talking to Eric up until, you know, the time he passed. And part of his thing was he really wanted to see Bev in politics. And I think he sees a little bit of him and Bev with the feistiness or something along those lines. So that's the reason why, I'm still involved and we're still helping Bev out. And again, Bev will confirm it. She hasn't paid us a dime. We never asked her for anything. We never told her that we wanted XYZ because we don't. If we did, we would have had Eric working or whatever it was. We're not interested in doing any business with the city of Flint or government officials here in Michigan at all.
Okay. Somebody from Illinois left me a message. You can call in now. I'm trying to let him answer the question before I can answer another caller. Okay. Here go another call. Caller, you're live. You're bumping with us. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, this is Miss T. I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, Miss Tia.
I have a quick question for John. Both of you, because I watched this. I can't believe it because I'm in North Carolina. So when I look at the council meeting, I'm thinking, boy, if that was here where we are in North Carolina, it would be dismantled. But my question to John as a professional legal man, this is his profession. Have you thought about meeting with Tanya, Jerry, Pfeiffer, and Mr. what's his name?
Jared.
In reference to sitting down what this really looks like in order to get it done. And I do believe in you. You shouldn't fold. You stand for something, you fall for anything. And it doesn't look right. I don't care. Stevie Wonder could see this.
So
this is ridiculous in the manner that it's being carried out. Yes, Miss Beverly won, and she should get this position. But just to fall or fold because of what the mayor is saying, it's wrong.
Right.
It's wrong. It's immorally wrong.
All right. I'm sorry. I thought you were.
I just had that question about maybe just having maybe even a luncheon or just something, just so that they can listen.
All right. He's going to answer. Stay tuned.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, it probably would be open meetings act, but he can.
So the
two
answer to
at a
that
time
question
or
is, that would be in violations of the Open Meetings Act. Obviously, that would be.
Yeah, y'all the only ones that's following it.
Yeah. I mean, they're not following it. I mean, I'm not talking about, Tanya, Dennis, and all of them. I'm just talking about in general. Nobody's following the Open, Meetings Act. The answer to that question is, there was conversations separately, not just with B, but with Beverly. And we thought everybody was on the same page as far as the importance of this third ward seat and everybody standing strong for her to get the seat. But things took a different turn, and I don't know why. And quite frankly, at this point, I don't care why. The opportunity to explain it as far past. I do thank Tanya for giving me the bullet points because it kind of outlines it a little bit more better for me. But still, around 70-71, they voted against Beverly Biggs. So that's the only portion of that whole text that I'm caring about is the 70 and 71.
All right, caller. This is about to be our last caller. We'll probably take one more after this, and that's it. This the last caller right here. All right, caller. Go ahead. Where you calling from? What's your name?
My name is Herschel. I'm calling from Chicago.
Okay.
I just wanted to say this real quick. I've been watching this Flint stuff for years. Like, it's like a soap opera to me when I first started watching when Eric Mays first got in office. I've been watching it since then. So my question is this. If it's okay that Eric Mays would have been able to pull that little white lady to the side, I forget her name. If it was okay for him to pull her to the side and broker a deal with her, why wouldn't it be okay for them to broker a deal with one of them other people to get AC Dumas in there? Because it seemed like to me all these years that I've been watching this, Eric Mays always had to pick the lesser of two evils.
Right.
To get the business done. So I don't see that it was nothing wrong if they wanted to pick this guy AC Dumas. Are you?
That's your question for him, sir?
Yeah, that's my question.
All right, stay tuned. He gonna answer.
All right.
I don't think it deserves an answer. I mean, it is what it is. If they're brokering a deal, there has to be something behind that brokerage, and nobody knows what that is. But we'll see when one of them flip, because one of them are going to flip, like Winter's been saying. One of them are going to flip, and we're going to see why they flip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Facts. All right.
I guess we done, family. See y'all tomorrow. If we still living. Peace.